Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome to the family, guys. So grab your tea, grab your tree, grab your drink, do whatever you need to do to get comfortable because Tash's gonna spill the tea straight, no chaser, no sugarcoating bullshit. It is what it is, guys. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel, guys. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And as you can see, I have 3 decks in front of me. I have the tarot, I have the energy card tarot, and then I have the light seers tarot. Okay, so, well, the oracle deck. So let's dive in and let's see what's going on. For the Starseed Oracle, let's tap in. Let's get an overall energy for you guys. Remember to put yourself where you belong. Could be saying he, could be a she, could be saying they. You know the drill. Put yourself where you belong. Somebody is definitely being called. Can you see that? Let me try to lower this light. Maybe if I just shut the light right off. Okay, it's a little bit better. So, called. You are being called. Somebody is tapping into this soul gift. You're definitely in training, okay? And it's time to step up. You are being called. Somebody is listening because they're a golden child, okay? There's this innocent, inner child that wants to be loved and cared for. And, you know, you're tapping into your rare gifts. Definitely tapping into those rare gifts as my beautiful starseed light workers, indigo children, alleged ones, whatever you choose to associate yourself with. Okay, so let's call in our ancestors, spirit guides, ancestors, oracles of the highest white light. I call you into my beautiful space and ask for a clear, precise channel message from my beautiful collective watching us now. You're definitely called because at the heart of the deck, that's what spirit wants to talk about. Okay, it's time to step up, guys, and somebody is about to. So anything other than the highest white light, I'm asking my spirit guides to close that door now. Okay, so what's going on here? It's earth pulsing, okay? Remember, these are timeless, general, and collective. This could be your reading. This could be somebody around you. This could be somebody playing in your energy that you know nothing about. If you want a more personal reading, I'll put all my information at the bottom. If you're feeling generous, I'll put my donation there as well. Okay, remember, it's all about energy donation. So, earth pulsing. You have this pulse of Mother Nature. Somebody wants you to slow down, or source is telling you to slow down, to take time in nature, to go inwards. There's a lot going on right now, and it's causing somebody to think about this nature, Mother Nature. In this card, I don't know if you can see because the light is so trash, but in this card, there's a woman laying here in the ground. So it's talking about, you know, coming from the earth and then going back to the earth. So everything is a cycle, guys. And understanding that life is what we make of it. And if we do not cherish and take care of ourselves, inevitably we're not going to take care of Earth. And this is what we're called to do. Stand up and lead for the next generation to take care of themselves, inevitably taking care of the planet because they have self-awareness. It's time to jump in, guys. There's an Armageddon energy here. It's time to go on a new adventure. Say yes to change. Change is scary, but change is inevitable. And we need to make major changes, and we need to loosen our grip. We need to find healthy coping mechanisms because people rather find these very toxic coping mechanisms when it comes to addictions, sex, drugs, gambling, violence, who knows, whatever it is. But people need to let God in because destiny is at play right now. So it's time to go in a new adventure and say yes to change. It's time to surrender to the sweetness of life, which is Venus, the Venus energy. You can't really see that. Okay, surrender to the energy of Venus. There's pleasure, there's joy. It's time to make love to life again, okay? Somebody is sorry. Somebody is very sorry, okay? Somebody feels very defensive. They're trying to right their past wrongs and they're uplifting. Now, we have all made mistakes in our life, and this is why we have to take accountability for them, right our past wrongs, and uproot ourselves from that situation and surrender to the sweetness of life. Loosen our grip, understanding we have no control over anything but ourselves. So we jump into the things that make us pulse, make our heart flutter. We're called to do this, guys. Force, don't follow. Pave up your path. Be the leader you wish you had. This is exactly what we're being called to be. The leader we wish we had. A lot of us have never had role models, but we've had a lot of people who not to be. Okay, so now it's time for us to stand up and lead and be the role model we always wish we had. Spirit guides, let's get the energy cards and let's see what's going on. Yeah, you got yin and yang. Somebody is walking away from a situation in order to bring balance. Masculine and feminine to their life, or to meet their divine masculine, meet their divine feminine. Take it as it resonates, guys, always. But somebody is definitely tapping into that sixth sense, okay? So they're seeing a bigger picture. And they're using their intuition. You have used your intuition to understand when you need to walk away and bring balance to a situation. You are the angel of balance. So you are an angel in a lot of people's eyes. And you have a lot of guardian angels protecting you. So you're safe. You lived in survival mode for a very long time. And now it's time to get out. Okay. And you had to use your intuition in order to get out of that. It's time to forge, not follow. And in order to do that, you're going to have to tap into that sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, sorry. So somebody needs to tap into their creativity, guys. When you tap into that creativity, you listen to what you're being called to do. Your soul has been doing this for a while. You've been in training for a while. And it's time to apologize for yourself for the things you didn't know, but now you know. Okay? It's time for appreciation. Knight of Pentacles is what that comes down to, okay? So you're single, you're self-sufficient, you're independent, and you're doing what you need to do. You appreciate all the things, good, bad, and everything in between. Why? Because you're balanced. So you understand logic, you understand how people work, you understand life. And this is why you have somebody thinking about you. Could be a male, could be a female, could be a lot of people. Take it as it resonates, guys. But there's definitely somebody thinking about you and your creativity, how you have accomplished this all on your own. Because you walked away to bring balance to your life, because you used your intuition. You knew you were protected. And that's what allowed you to keep driving. You jumped into these energies. You said yes to change, and you wanted to listen to the pulse of Mother Nature. Again, there's a contract here, okay? You might be blinded to this contract, but there's a thinking man and a fucking thinking woman here. And there is that yin and yang. So like I said, somebody might see you as very independent, very single. Maybe you both are very single. Take it as it resonates. Maybe you're very balanced, masculine and feminine. But it looks like two people thinking very hardly about something, very hard about something that brings balance to both their lives. Something that gives them pulse to their life. Now it's time to forge. Don't follow. Don't listen to what everybody else thinks. It's time to jump into something else. And let go of this grip, this addictions, this codependencies, or whatever coping mechanisms that's not allowing you to tap into that Venus energy, that love energy. Okay? It's time to apologize, guys. We're being called to apologize. What are we apologizing for? Is it to another person or is it to ourselves? It is what it is, guys. We have to look into our third eye, our gut. What is our gut telling us? What do we need to bring balance into a situation? Because there's definitely a contract here and somebody is coming fast towards you. With that 17, reduce it down to an 8. So what you put out, you get back, guys. Masculine and feminine, yin and yang are coming in. Somebody wants to apologize or meet you. Take it as it resonates, guys. Spirit guides, what's going on here? Let's get some tarot going here. Yeah, you got the 7 of Wands, so you're protected from all adversities. It feels as though somebody is saying like to put down your guard, but you're on defense about something. And it's only because you have been able to conquer all adversities all by yourself. But you're blinded to some kind of contract. Somebody is coming in with this Knight of Cups, this Page of Cups, of forgiveness, that apology. They see you as a muse. They see you all by yourself. Maybe this person is very immature of some kinds, or maybe young in the mind. And this is why you're trying to protect yourself from this person, because there's a fish in a cup. You don't know if it's a fishy offer. But look, the Ace of Cups comes out. It might not be so fucking fishy after all. Looks like a big cup of love. But you have to be able to put down your guards. Understand that shit happens, man. Fuck. Jump into this new change. Jump into this new adventure. Say yes to change, guys. Because the 4 of Swords is there. Somebody is healing from a near-death experience, whether this is you, somebody else. Maybe it's both fucking had to heal from a near-death experience. Whatever it is, there's a lot of healing there. And somebody is in a mental entrapment because you're the fucking star. That's why a lot of people see you as this muse. They look up to you because you're bare ass naked, no holds bar, and somebody's coming in with an offer. Now, it's a small offer, like I said, very immature, but it's an offer and it's got a lot of love behind it. And it's all about healing, okay? So somebody wants to come in and to apologize, to heal, and give reciprocity. Now, somebody could have took from you and given somewhere else. But inevitably is spinning the block. Now, ancestors is going to give you exactly what you deserve, exactly what is yours. But we have to heal, we have to process, we have to eliminate, and we have to see this contract. This contract is with love. And this is why you're blinded. You might not see this action you have to take or this action that's coming towards you. Always take it as it resonates, guys, but it's going to bring reciprocity. And there's the King of Wands, a Leo, Aries, Sag, doesn't have to be. Check your birth chart. That is a little bit, not a little bit, a lot of bit up in their head because you're protecting yourself from this. You have your protection up to anybody who is in this player-like energy, this pessimistic, abusive, or even just a player-like energy. It is what it is. The Jezebel energy, it's just not going for you because you know your worth. You shine bright like a candle, man. You are what you are, and you're a diamond, so you reflect that light onto others. So everybody really shines that's around you. And this King of Wands, or this promiscuous person, is very much up in their head because they don't know how to come in, because they're still in a very low vibrational toxic energy wanting to control. This is a want-it-all boss, guys. This is not a follower. This is a leader. And that's why it's saying forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader that you wish you had. But this person is in a mental entrapment probably because of their addictions. Where is it? Loosen their grip because of the coping mechanisms that they chose to deal with. Maybe somebody dealt with their traumas with sex and drugs and rock and roll and kind of energy, okay? But they need to let God in because they're in a mental entrapment because they refused the love that was full because maybe you didn't have enough financially, so they went towards what looked good, big bank, but at the end of the day, that wasn't so fucking big. It was little bank, and big bank always takes little bank. So it's about longevity, guys. You can have a lot of things, but at the end of the day, if you don't have heart and you don't have morals and you don't have truth, well, then you're poor as fuck now, aren't you? And that's exactly what somebody is realizing, that they rejected you and now they're in the mental entrapment, holding on to you in the background because they still want to give you some kind of reciprocity. Somebody knows that you're going to get reciprocity. You're getting a message in, and that message is going to be about celebrations. Harmony, victory. Look, 10 of Cups, I'm telling you. That's all you wanted was peace of mind, a peaceful home, and you're going to get that. And it's probably because you brought it to yourself. You gave that to yourself. You listened to that energies around you, and you listened to the call, the answer. That's why you're getting this message, I'm telling you. Somebody feels a little burdened, but you had to go through war. So you're beaten, you have the scars to prove it. You even went through a little bit of a depression, or whatever this was. But you still were able to come out the star. Authentic and naked to your core. And because you are naked, but really fully dressed, but you're, you know what I mean? That attraction has got somebody in their mental, in a enslavement, even a purgatory of the mind, because you are the temperance angel's son. And somebody is coming in with this brand new love. And this arrogant kind of energy who is clearly trying to control you in the background is in a mental entrapment because they rejected you and is now holding on to you, and you have something beautiful coming in. Now, somebody was trying to make you conform to their arrogancy or their outdated belief systems or patriotic way of living. Take it as it resonates, guys. Very controlling. Could be family, friends, acquaintances. Could be a lover. Could be an ex-lover. Put yourself where you belong, guys. But somebody sees you as the sun. They see and know that you are going to have happiness. And it's about bringing balance. You learn to walk away from what no longer served you. There is a reconciliation here. It could be somebody from the past. It could be a reconciliation within souls, meaning past life. But you are the warrior, the soldier of war. Okay, so you're a survivor of war. So you've been through it, And this is why you transmuted that darkness and turned it into light. This is why you are called. Not a lot of people pick up that fucking call, but Jesus Christ, do we have to go through a lot to end up getting the position that we're in. And Sungwai Dizu, God Creator, is always going to protect you. And you do have somebody passionate coming in, or you're just going passionately towards the things that you want because you deserve it. So, Spirit guides, let's see what's going on here. There's definitely a contract coming in, and you're not even aware of this. Whether this is finances, love, whatever this is, you're not aware of this at all. And it says, time to take action, okay? That's the new moon in Aries. So somebody is about to take action because they are being called. Now, the Aries card is the Emperor, right? So it's time to stand in that leader quality. And it says release control. Like I said, somebody needs to release control. They think they can hold on to you with some kind of distortion, but you're already healed from this near-death experience or this traumatic experience. A lot of people have healed. Now need to move on, okay? So practice gratitude. Like you said, all the little things. Just be grateful that you woke up. Be grateful that you have a job, because a lot of people don't have that. Be grateful that you have a loved one next to you, because a lot of people don't have that. Just know your motherfucking worth and know that just you all by yourself, just being, is fucking good enough. So practice gratitude. People can't hold on to you because of their outdated belief systems. They need to raise their vibrations, and somebody is very upset that you are thinking about a new relationship, or that you're thinking about going into a new relationship, or I don't know, there's a masculine and a feminine thinking, a man and a woman thinking here, logically about the situation. You are both single, you are both about to get into some kind of contract. Now, whether this be love, like I said, or some kind of business contract, platonic, it's irrelevant. There is something coming in and you're completely blinded by this, but it's going to bring you a lot of happiness. It's like a blended family or like a blended corporation. Take it as it resonates. Let's get this Rebel card, because if they're for my Starseed Oracle Indigo light workers, then they're rebels just like you. Yeah. Look, it's the power of attraction. You're attracting this beautiful energy. And that was all because 13 reduces down to a 4. Stability, guys. You only want stability. And you're the fucking sacred fool, and you got spiral of manifestating. Now, the 18 reduces down to a 9, which talks about endings. And 4 talks about stability again. So you had to walk away in order to get the stability. You had to make light of a situation because somebody clearly tried to play you for a fool, as if you were some kind of puppet on a string, when really they found out that they were the one being played for a fool. And you walked away because you are not a fool. This isn't a game, guys. Life is not a fucking game. All you end up doing is playing fucking yourself. And that's what somebody's realizing, that they manifested somebody to play games with them because they wanted to play games with you. Now you're manifesting a beautiful brand new beginning with something or someone that is going to adore you, a company, a energy, who knows, but you attracted this. So even if people have sent you some stupid shit and put themselves in some situations that clearly is not good for their health, you wish them well, because whatever you wish for others, whatever you want for others is inevitably going to come back. This is why we have to wish good things for the fucking shitty people, even though we don't like it, because that's where we get our blessings from. And if you don't agree with me, that's fine, but it's called the law of attraction for a reason. So listen to your heart. Go with your heart, guys. That's what's going to bring this 10 of Cups. It's not about money. Remember that. It's about the truth. Somebody does miss you. Do you miss them? That's what they're asking. They're curious. Do you miss them? Spirit, let's see what's going on here. Somebody has a very, very jealous personality. And this is probably why they did not listen to their heart. And this is why you walk away from this kind of energy that's controlling, abusive, thinks they have a lot of options when really they don't even have no fucking options. Because because now they're in a whole bunch of pain because they thought they had a lot of options. They followed instead of forged. Instead of listening to their heart. Or they're listening to their heart and they can't say anything. See? Their ego is causing them to have a fucking a blockage somewhere. The 8 talks about what you put out, you get back. All right? So somebody is just a little bit stuck. Because you are so beautiful. They're curious as to why you need them. Because they don't realize that you don't need them. There's a want and a need. There's two different desires here. And because of the fact that you don't need them, they felt insecure and they went towards something that needed them. And look, they played them for a puppet on a fucking string. No, you do not need this person. There's a difference between...
I think also there's some part of me thinks maybe the other person's got it figured out and I haven't.
Your former wife said there's nothing real about you. Jimmy Savile, he also said something about insincerity being your speciality.
I'm glad you brought that up. I remember it vividly. First of all,
I neglected my personal life to focus on achieving professional success. The price was paid by those nearest and dearest to me. When did you get that feedback?
I just want my relationships as a life support system for my kind of work self, instead of the other way around, saying to my wife, well, this is what I do. I did a lot of great segments just by being available at a moment's notice. I just think, oh, this isn't going well. So it became a bit of an impasse.
Is it something that comes with a cost, and is it something you want to change? Before this episode starts, I have a small favour to ask from you. 2 months ago, 74% of people that watch this channel didn't subscribe. We're now down to 69%. My goal is 50%. So if you've ever liked any of the videos we've posted, if you like this channel, can you do me a quick favour and hit the subscribe button? It helps this channel more than you know, and the bigger the channel gets, as you've seen, the bigger the guests get. Thank you and enjoy this episode. Louis, you're a very fascinating person.
Thank you.
And as I've read through your story, I read your autobiography as well, I was trying to understand what I needed to understand about your earliest experiences to really understand the man that you are today. The interesting personality that you have and the trajectory you went into in your life. So please enlighten me. What are the most pertinent things that I need to know about your earliest years to understand you?
Oh, I spent 2 hours answering that question on its own. I don't know how interesting it would be. I'll try and give you a brief answer.
I like the long answers.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, my parents are... my mum's British, my dad's American. They are both, in different respects, sort of free thinkers. So they grew up in the 60s and they embrace aspects of the counterculture. They regarded their own parents as being, in certain respects, limited and cloistered. And so my mum joined VSO, volunteer service overseas, to get the experience of life in Africa. My dad joined the Peace Corps. He would have been probably enlisted to serve in Vietnam, and he didn't want to do that, so he went to teach in Africa as well, and that's where they met. So I was raised, I was born in Singapore, where they were teaching. My brother was born in Uganda, where they were teaching at that time, my older brother. But then they settled in London, and so growing up, I was conscious of them as people who really encouraged us to open our minds, and maybe, you know, it was sort of 99% positive, 1%, I think, like a lot of people, people use this term social justice warriors, right, as a taught form of judgment about overly do-gooding. Like there's an element of, I don't tend to use that term because it's been weaponized, but I suppose in a sense my parents were kind of social justice warriors. Like they were very much encouraging me to challenge, or us to challenge, racism where we saw it, to challenge sexism, to be open to new experiences, not to fall into easy judgments about other cultures and other countries and other people. And I only say the 1%. Sometimes that can be inflected with a little bit of a sense of superiority, and I talk a bit about that in my book. Slight feeling that we weren't really quite like other people. You know, other people were maybe not quite as smart and not quite as literary. You know, and I don't. You know, I strive not to endorse whatever is in me, remains in me of that. I try to unpack and eradicate, but nevertheless, that's the way. Looking back on it, that's something that I see and pick up on. My dad's a writer, a novelist. My mum is after teaching, my dad became a very successful literary novelist and travel writer. My mum went on to become a radio producer and worked for the BBC World Service, which is, for those who don't know, that's the service that broadcasts all over the world and is it's a bit like Radio 4, but broadcast, this tiny language. It's an extraordinary institution. It sort of represents, in some ways, the best of the BBC. But um, so I was growing up sort of aware that we were a family that loved books and loved reading, and we watched TV and listened to pop music and did the normal things. But I think underneath it all was a feeling that to really count in life, um, you should be a literary writer. That was without me fully maybe acknowledging it. That was underneath this thing. You should really. I think still my dad probably feels that, like he's very supportive of me and my TV making, but he's like, no, have you thought about writing another book? No, you've got time, you've got the talent, you can. I don't want to push you into this, but you should think about writing a book. That's a great idea for a book, that kind of thing. Anyway, so that all of that was underlying my attitude to life. Then they sent me off to school, primary school. I mean, you wanted a long answer. This is maybe more than you bargained for. I suppose alongside that is the influence of friends, and I could start, so the countervailing impulses of growing up in the 70s and 80s in South London and being exposed to funny, creative people, and my friendship group, who met, some of them gone on to work in some civilian quote unquote lives as restaurateurs or music, other stuff. But saliently were Adam Buxton, Joe Cornish, and another friend, Zach Sandler, who were super creative. Adam and Joe went on to have their own TV show, and I was conscious of falling in with a little group, Amelia, of like-minded kids who were very funny, really into movies, TV, and that was where I suppose I began to feel that there was, I don't want to in hindsight, it's tempting to sort of read back what I do now into that, but I just know that friendship group was very important to me, and maybe counteracted some of the more, because I was academic. I did really well at school. I think I could just go on and on. Shall I keep going?
I just listened.
Because the other part of it was that I was quite an anxious child, so I worried about everything, and I would think about things that were on the horizon. Like when I was 5 or 6 years old, I remember fixating. There were various things that came and went that really worried me, but one was the idea of maypole dancing, which was a big. I don't know if it's still in state primaries at that time. Every May holiday, like you would do maypole dancing.
What is that?
It's an old English or maybe British tradition where there's a big pole. I think it's like a fertility rite. It's a touch of Wicker Man about it. It's an enormous kind of mast, a pole, like maybe like a totem pole, almost like so 20 feet high. And then there's ribbons around it. And as children, you would skip around it and you would sort of braid the ribbons together to form nice patterns. And I remember seeing them doing it in primary school and thinking like, that looks really hard, and I'm going to have to do that next year, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. And just, I remember being preoccupied with how am I going to learn how to do that. I only mention that as an example. Like there were other things like just reading. Before I could read, I remember seeing my older brother reading and thinking, like, I don't know how you do that, and just getting very worried about it. So in general, I'm someone who is I know everyone worries, but I just feel as though that feeling of worry and anxiety was quite a strong background note. And sometimes I would control my anxiety, not consciously, but again looking back, by working hard, by sort of becoming almost like super focused on academic work, and as a result, I did very well in school. And like those people who look back and say, like, "Oh, I was a fuck up in school." I was the opposite. Like I didn't always, I would get in trouble. Like, and sometimes I was regarded as, especially when I was younger, 12, 13, as a disruptive element because I was also quite cheeky and sometimes tried to communicate and connect with people via teasing, right? Which is, I don't know, it's quite a British thing in a way. It's certainly a big thing in my family. There's what's now called bants, right? And sometimes I try and do bants with my teacher and then it wouldn't go well. And so, but in general, which is confusing, like being regarded as a black sheep in the class or a disruptive person in class, and then but then also getting in trouble. They said, like, it's fine for you to mess about and get in trouble, and then you do the homework and you're fine, but you're a bad influence on the other kids. I used to get told that. You're a bad influence on your. I was like, that's not true at all. Like, if anything, my friends were just as naughty and were leading me astray. But nevertheless, because I could sort of go home and then become sort of organized and focus on my work, for a brief period, I got labeled as the troublemaker. Anyway, going through school, I sort of the lodestars for my sort of sense of who I was and how I would progress in life, such as it is. I mean, I was never that tactical, but as I went through school, I thought, well, I'm pretty good academically. I guess I'll just do well in exams and stuff, and then see what happens. And meanwhile, with my friends, we'd be seeing movies. I got into rap music in the late 80s and sort of would dress like a sort of hip hop nerd. I was smoking quite a lot of weed, but still studying. This was sort of, again, age 16, 17, but it never really interfered with my work. I went on to Oxford, and then, having done well at Oxford, um, left university, and at that point it was like, well, what happens now? That was when it felt like, okay, now I've no longer really got a clear path. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think if you're academic, if you find academic work not easy, but you find that you do well at it, because it's not easy, but you apply yourself and you do well at it, then sometimes life can be a weird um, bump in the road, like real life. It's suddenly like, well, where are the exams? Because I know I can do those. What do I do now? So for a while I thought maybe I would be like a professor or an academic or something. But then something in me told me that wasn't quite right. So then the rest of life was another story, but I hope that sort of answers your questions about those different sort of sources of how I sort of, my whatever it is, personality and interests.
One of the things that really stood out to me in that answer was your early relationship with work. You said you used to work hard to kind of suppress or kind of distract yourself from the anxiety of life. Is that accurate?
Well, what it is well, I worried about things in general, and one of those worries was homework or doing well in school. Another worry was getting on with my peer group, but insofar as I could control those sources of anxiety, like you know, the work is actually relatively straightforward. Like, if in terms of like, how do I get more, how do I attempt to relate to people better? Well, that's kind of hard. It's like mysterious. But how do I do well at these assignments I've been given? Then just sit down and do them